everybody, my name is Brian House, and today we're going to install a 4x8 flexi mount in our garage. I did the research online, and this is by far the most efficient and affordable way to do it. I purchased these on Amazon. I did the pricing research, and Amazon's pricing was really similar, except I have a Prime account, so it didn't cost me anything to ship it. The links are down in the description. If you click on those links, you'll help support my channel through the affiliate program, and it doesn't cost you any more. So let's take a look at the tools we need to do this job right, and let's get started. So I have two drills set up. I have one drill with a 1/4-inch drill bit for drilling pilot holes, and I have another drill set up with a socket head on it and a 1/2-inch socket. And that's really handy for driving your big lag bolts up into your studs. Now, if you don't have that type of attachment, you can, of course, go the old school way and just use a straight up ratchet. That'll work. In order to find your studs, you're going to need a stud finder, and a tape measure is always really helpful. Grab yourself a pencil, and I'm using a 4-foot level to draw reference lines. This will make more sense to you once you see me putting things up, but I'm kind of drawing these lines to make sure everything is straight, and a 4-foot straight edge or level will do that for you. I have links down in the description for all of these things that I've used, so you can click on them and buy them online. All right, let's open the box and see what we have here. All right, so we got everything out of the packaging. They ship it in real nice cardboard and plastic, so everything came in real nice. One thing you'll notice is the parts are really good quality. Everything seems like a good weight, doesn't feel too thin. The paint is of a nice finish. I got the white because I like white. They can make it in black too. It just seems like a good quality product. Again, I've got links down in the description, so you can click below and order one for yourself. The next part is probably the hardest part of this entire process, and that's figuring out where you're going to mount your ceiling mounts. And you want to do it in a way that they line up, in your garage. I'm a little OCD, so I like things straight. If you don't care about that, then this process isn't such a big deal. But it's nice to do some measuring and figure out, okay, exactly where the center of your garage is and where you should place these mounts. I've already done those measurements, so I'm going to go ahead and just get started mounting these things and get them put up. This is why a 4-foot level comes in handy, because the shelves are 4 feet wide. You can set this up on your ceiling and it'll measure out exactly where you're going to land your shelf brackets. Now that said, see this vent right here? I got to work around that, so I can take a look at my mount for my garage door opener and that vent, put this up there, and see exactly where I need to be. So if I go just on the outside of that vent and just over here, I should clear the garage door opener and the vent. Gonna take our stud finder here, throw it up on the ceiling, and find us some wood. Stud. So now we know where our studs are for this particular bracket. We're gonna do some measuring to make sure that we get them in line parallel with the other brackets that are on the ceiling. Now, if you don't have anything to measure against while you're doing this, say you don't have another bracket on your ceiling, you don't have anything that's running parallel to your outside walls, you're gonna need to use your outside wall for the measurement. And that can be a little tough because you gotta get it all the way over there. And if you got like 4 or 8 feet, it could be a little tough. So, come up with some creative solutions. A plumb bob works. If you know what one of those is a weight on a string. You can do all kinds of stuff. But if you're working with somebody else, it gets a lot easier. So, anyhow, find your spot and make your marks. Let's do it. Go right there. Sometimes the first mark is the toughest. But once you got that, you can work off of that as you go. Now we're going to take our drill with a 1/4-inch drill bit, and we're going to drill a pilot hole up into the wood stud that's above this drywall. Hopefully we hit something. And we did. Stud finder works. So now we're going to take our drill that has the socket head on it, 1/2 inch socket, one of those brackets for the ceiling, and one of the lag bolts. I'm going to feed it up into that pilot hole we just drilled. Now that it's in there, we can get a better idea of where we need to align this thing. Okay, so we're going to take a measurement from here to here, and we're right at 23 inches, so we want to match that up on the other side. 24, 23. All right, and we know our stud is right there because we marked it earlier. Take our drill, let's make another pilot hole. Grab another lag bolt and put it up in there, and our first bracket is up. That's the hardest one. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Let's do them all. Also wanted to show you the setup that I have going on with my ladder. A lot of ladders have these holes in them, and you can rest your drills up inside and put your bits down inside the hole. Believe it or not, that is a very stable way of holding your drills. You can almost just hang them over the side. They'll try to fall, but they won't. So all the 6 brackets are up on the ceiling now. You saw I was utilizing the 4-foot level to sort of do the span between them. That's just kind of a cool hack. I don't know, I figured it out as I was going. As you can see, you're working above your head and you're drilling into drywall and wood, so you're gonna go stuff in your mouth and stuff in your face and whatever. But hey, you know what? It took me all of about, I'd say about 40 minutes to put all 4 of those, or 6 of those brackets up. So not too bad. On to the next step, we're gonna put the down brackets up, and we have to consider the garage door. When it opens, it's gonna slide right up underneath, and we don't have a ton of clearance. You can see on this one over here, we are just barely, it doesn't look like it, but we're just barely getting enough clearance there. So it's really important that you measure from the ceiling down while your garage door is open if you're gonna mount this over a garage door, because the garage door can wave and move, and if you just measure from the track, then you're probably not getting the right dimension. Make sure that you measure from the ceiling down while the garage door is open, and measure from the front, the face, and also the far side, like over this way, because those 2 dimensions could be different, and you want to go with the smaller of the 2 dimensions. Wanted to just talk briefly a little bit about how to attach the down brackets that will actually hold the shelves to the bracket you just mounted on the ceiling. And you get these bolts here. They're flat-headed bolts, I don't know what they're called, and nuts, and they're the same 1/2 inch socket, so you can continue using your drill. I had to modify mine just slightly because of a height restriction, so I made my hole a little bit bigger. That way I could get a little tighter on the top. And I'm actually only going to use 1 of these to mount my shelves, because I only have like just under 22 inches total in height, and that's what these are. And I need that to clear the garage door. So let's mount it up. Another good example of why the 4-foot level is handy in this installation. You can see I've got it resting in the brackets, and we are dead on level. Okay, we have all 6 brackets up. In my case, because I modified the holes and raised it up just a little bit, I'm using the remaining down bracket as a triangular cross brace. Did that on both sides just to ensure strength, rigidity. looks pretty good. Everything checks out measurement wise. Right, it is up. You can see I had to do some adjusting. Once I got the shelf up there, everything was locked down too tight and I needed to move a couple of things. So I loosened these bolts here just to slide it out just a little bit, just to give me enough room to tighten everything down. And she's up now, so it's good. And I locked everything back down, so it's really tight. I could probably take a nap up there, no big deal. Just wanted to say thanks for watching my video, and always remember, if you can, to subscribe. Please like. Also, if you want to find me on Instagram, you can do that at capt.house. That's capt.house. That's my preferred social media. Thanks again for watching, and thanks for clicking my links and purchasing through Amazon using my affiliate program. Again, it doesn't cost you any more, and it supports my channel. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys can get your storage solutions under control. I'm working on mine, and it's coming together. Thanks a lot. Have an awesome day.